You've been making this dangerous mistake in your kitchen for years, and it could be silently harming your health. That plate of leftovers sitting in your fridge? It might seem innocent, but if you reheat the wrong food, especially as a senior, you're not just losing nutrients. You're playing with toxic changes that can affect your digestion, your memory, and even your heart. In today's video, we're uncovering the shocking truth behind common everyday meals and which of them should never be reheated. On the flip side, we'll also reveal which foods become healthier when reheated, and why skipping that step could be a missed opportunity for boosting longevity. This is one video every senior needs to see before their next meal, and yes, one of these foods is likely on your plate right now. Welcome to the channel that puts your wellness first. With senior health tips leading our mission, we dive into real, science-backed advice that supports vibrant aging. If you care about your energy, digestion, and overall well-being as you get older, then you're in the right place. Make sure to like this video and subscribe right now for more updates and powerful tips to help you live stronger, longer, and wiser. Let's begin with a hard truth that many seniors aren't told. Certain foods, once cooked, transform chemically if you try to heat them again. They might look the same, smell fine, and even taste all right. But under the surface, they could now contain compounds that your aging digestive system struggles to break down. That means bloating, inflammation, gut distress, and in some cases, even food poisoning. And as we age, our immunity becomes more delicate. That's why we must be extra cautious with food safety and food chemistry. Reheating the wrong item can trigger everything from mild stomach issues to serious health complications. So let's talk about 5 specific foods you should never reheat. The first one is spinach. Yes, this leafy green is packed with nutrients, especially iron and nitrates, when it's fresh and lightly cooked. But when you reheat spinach, those nitrates can convert into nitrites, and in some cases, nitrosamines, which are potentially carcinogenic. That means a seemingly healthy side dish could become a risk factor for your health, particularly if you're reheating it in the microwave or over high heat. As a senior, your body doesn't detoxify as rapidly as it once did, so exposure to these altered compounds should be avoided. The second food is eggs. Boiled, scrambled, or baked into a quiche, eggs are a powerful source of protein and vital nutrients like choline and B12. But reheating them, especially in the microwave, can make the proteins become rubbery and tough. Worse still, that protein structure change can interfere with digestion. Your body works harder to process the altered proteins, which can cause discomfort, especially for seniors dealing with reduced enzyme activity. Reheated eggs can also develop off flavors and odors, making them not just unhealthy, but also unappetizing. Next is chicken. Now this one might surprise you because chicken is a staple in so many senior diets. It's lean, packed with protein, and often recommended by doctors. But when you cook and then reheat chicken, especially in a microwave, its proteins break down and reorganize in a way that can become quite taxing on the stomach. Studies suggest this shift may trigger nausea or stomach upset in sensitive individuals. And because chicken must be reheated thoroughly to kill potential bacteria, doing so unevenly, like in a microwave, can lead to dangerous hot and cold spots that allow pathogens like salmonella to thrive. Another food you should never reheat is rice. Yes, rice. It's affordable, easy to cook, and a staple in homes across the world. But cooked rice, when left out too long, can grow a bacteria called Bacillus cereus. Reheating rice doesn't always kill this bacteria or its toxins, and these toxins can cause vomiting and diarrhea, particularly in seniors whose immune systems might not respond as robustly. Even if the rice smells and looks fine, it can still be dangerous if not stored or reheated correctly. Finally, mushrooms make the list. These nutrient-rich fungi are excellent sources of antioxidants and vitamins when fresh. but their protein structure is delicate. Reheating cooked mushrooms can lead to the formation of compounds that strain your liver and kidneys, organs that are already slowing down with age. Improperly stored or reheated mushrooms can also cause stomach cramps and even affect heart rhythm in extreme cases. If you've cooked mushrooms, it's best to eat them fresh or cold, but not reheated. Now that was the bad news. But here's the good news. Some foods actually become more powerful for your health after they've been reheated. That's right. Certain reheated meals release nutrients in a more absorbable form or improve in health properties thanks to the way heat changes their structure. This is where you can take control of your aging diet in a smart, safe way. Let's talk about 5 foods that you should reheat and why your senior body will thank you for it. So now that you know the 5 foods you should avoid reheating, let's pivot to the 5 foods that actually become better for your body when you warm them up again. These are the foods that become nutritionally enhanced or safer with a second round of heating. And for seniors looking to stay sharp, mobile, and vibrant, that's an advantage worth knowing. Let's start with one of the most overlooked superfoods, tomatoes. Raw tomatoes are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that protects your heart, lowers cancer risk, and boosts skin health. But when you reheat or cook tomatoes, especially in dishes like tomato sauce or soups, the lycopene becomes significantly more bioavailable. That means your body can absorb and use it much more effectively. For seniors, this is excellent news because it offers protection against oxidative stress, something that accelerates with age. So if you've got leftover spaghetti sauce or tomato soup, go ahead and reheat it. It's one of the best choices you can make for heart and immune health. Another food that becomes more nutritious with reheating is sweet potatoes. These naturally sweet, fiber-rich root vegetables are already a senior-friendly food. But once you've cooked and cooled them, and then reheat them again, something fascinating happens. Their resistant starch content increases, which improves digestion, supports healthy gut bacteria, and can even help regulate blood sugar levels. For seniors managing diabetes or trying to maintain steady energy, this is a powerful perk. Reheated sweet potatoes also maintain their antioxidant value, making them an all-around winner for energy, digestion, and vitality. Next up, legumes, specifically lentils, black beans, and chickpeas. Once cooked, cooled, and reheated, these plant-based proteins undergo a transformation similar to sweet potatoes. Their resistant starch levels go up, and their overall glycemic impact goes down. That's a win for blood sugar control. Reheating lentil soup or bean chili is not only safe, it's smart. You also retain their full mineral content, including magnesium and potassium, which are critical for nerve function, bone health, and maintaining healthy blood pressure. Seniors often face declining mineral absorption, so this simple act of reheating a lentil stew can have meaningful health benefits. We also have oats on this list. That's right, your humble bowl of oatmeal gets better with reheating. Whether it's steel-cut, rolled, or quick oats, cooking and then cooling oats followed by reheating boosts their beta-glucan content. Beta-glucans are heart-healthy fibers known to reduce cholesterol and support immune response. A reheated bowl of oats isn't just warm comfort food, it's medicine for your arteries and brain. It can help stabilize blood sugar, lower bad cholesterol, and support healthy bowel movements, which become increasingly important as we age. And finally, we come to cruciferous vegetables, specifically broccoli and cauliflower. These veggies are known cancer fighters, loaded with sulfur compounds like sulforaphane. But did you know that cooking and then reheating these vegetables can actually increase the potency of these disease-fighting elements? As long as you don't overcook them, reheating allows for more consistent nutrient breakdown and availability. For seniors aiming to strengthen their immune system and detox pathways, reheated cruciferous vegetables offer a valuable health upgrade without any risk, as long as they're stored properly and not left sitting out too long. So here's the takeaway. What you do with your leftovers matters more than you think. As we age, our bodies change, digestion slows, metabolism shifts, and nutrient absorption declines. That means every bite of food needs to work harder for you, not against you, by knowing which foods to avoid reheating and which ones to embrace. You can avoid unnecessary health risks while also getting more nutritional mileage from your meals. Just imagine how many seniors are unknowingly sabotaging their health just by zapping last night's dinner in the microwave. You now know better. You now know that spinach, eggs, chicken, rice, and mushrooms should never be reheated. And you also know that tomatoes, sweet potatoes, legumes, oats, and cruciferous vegetables actually become more beneficial when given a second warm-up. If you're serious about staying active, sharp, and independent well into your later years, these kinds of small decisions, like what to reheat and what to avoid, can make all the difference. Don't underestimate the power of smart eating habits. This is the kind of hidden knowledge that separates the healthy seniors from the struggling ones. So go ahead, take what you've learned today and put it into practice. Pay attention to your leftovers. Rethink your reheating habits. And most importantly, share this video with someone you care about who's also on their healthy aging journey. You could be helping them dodge a major health problem they didn't even see coming. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, if you want more real, practical advice like this, straight from the source and backed by science, then like this video and subscribe right now. Your journey to stronger, smarter aging starts with small, powerful steps, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. Let us know in the comments, did you learn something new today? Are you guilty of reheating one of the 5 danger foods? Or do you already have some favorites on the reheating friendly list? Let's talk about it. Now that you know which foods to avoid reheating and which ones can actually become healthier, it's important to understand why these changes happen and how to manage your leftovers in a way that protects your health, especially if you're over 60. Let's start with the why. When food is cooked, especially at high temperatures, its structure changes. Proteins denature, starches gelatinize, and water content evaporates. That's all part of the natural cooking process. But when you reheat that food, especially using a microwave, you're not cooking it from raw. You're hitting it with rapid heat that can further degrade certain molecules or introduce harmful compounds. That's what happens with spinach and nitrates, or eggs and protein structure. For seniors whose digestion is already less efficient, this added stress can lead to discomfort, nutrient loss, or worse, potential toxicity. On the flip side, some foods improve with reheating due to the increased bioavailability of nutrients. That means your body absorbs more from the same amount of food. Tomatoes are the perfect example. Reheating them helps unlock more lycopene, a key antioxidant that supports your heart and brain. So it's not just about safety, it's also about optimizing nutrition. Now let's get practical. Here's how to reheat smartly and safely as a senior without risking your health or wasting your food. First, always cool and store your leftovers properly. If you plan to eat them later, get them into the refrigerator within 2 hours of cooking. Leaving food out longer gives harmful bacteria like Bacillus cereus and Listeria a chance to grow, and reheating doesn't always destroy the toxins those bacteria leave behind. Second, reheat thoroughly and evenly. Microwaves can be tricky because they heat unevenly. One corner of your chicken might be steaming hot while the center is still cold. This is dangerous. Instead, consider using an oven or stovetop when possible. If you use a microwave, stir halfway through and let the food rest for a minute so the heat can spread evenly. Third, don't reheat food more than once. Every time you reheat and cool food, it becomes more vulnerable to bacteria and nutrient breakdown. That's why portioning your meals before storing them is a great idea. Reheat only what you plan to eat and keep the rest untouched. Also, label your leftovers with the date you cooked them. Seniors should avoid eating food that's more than 3 to 4 days old, even if it smells fine. Trust the timeline, not your nose. Our sense of smell weakens with age, making it easier to miss early signs of spoilage. If you're a caregiver or family member helping a senior loved one, these tips are even more important. Managing food safety and reheating practices isn't just about convenience. It's about preventing health setbacks that could have been avoided. A small case of food poisoning can be dangerous for older adults, often leading to dehydration, hospitalization, or complications with existing medications. Here's another helpful strategy: batch cooking. When you make meals in larger quantities, you save time and energy. But be smart about what you cook and how you plan to store and reheat it. Make tomato-based sauces, lentil stews, and sweet potato dishes that can be safely stored in individual containers. When reheating, choose foods that thrive under a second round of heat, not ones that become risky or indigestible. To wrap this up, the key message is simple. Being mindful about how you store, reheat, and eat your food can drastically improve your health, energy, and safety as a senior. It's not just about what you eat, but how you handle what's left over. You've already taken the first step by watching this video and learning these essential tips. But don't stop here. Apply them in your daily life and share this wisdom with your loved ones. A small kitchen habit today can prevent a major health scare tomorrow. If you found this extra information helpful, let us know in the comments. What's your biggest challenge with leftovers? What food do you reheat most often? We'd love to hear from you and provide more content that fits your needs. And of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We post regularly with the best senior health tips, nutrition insights, and age-smart living strategies. Whether you're cooking for yourself or someone you love, we've got your back every step of the way.